Hey everyone. Uh, there's this one thing that pisses me off. But I have another bit of bad news, and that's something far different. Um, Hello viewers. If you watch my videos in my channel, hold on. So, what I'm gonna talk about is two different bad news. One based off of my real world. I know people don't probably don't want to hear the negatives about my harsh realities, but I mean, I'm not taking it as bad as my dad though. Um, so I'm just gonna explain the one so that way I could save the worst of my life, but not worst of my life, more likely my me and my dad's life with my mom. But I mean, she ain't dying. It's just she's suffering. But I said I was gonna do more content on this, but I just can't right now. And first of all, I'm gonna just mention the stupid things Amazon Games is doing right now. And I just got the notification on PlayStation Store that has officially been announced that uh if you guys haven't noticed, New World Eternum next year in January 31st, 2027, which is next year basically, which is what I said. It will be going offline. New World Eternum, the reason why it started losing players, and this is the thing that pissed me off. The reason why it started losing players is because they weren't doing what they said what they were gonna do. See, they said in the beginning, before they said they were finishing the content. No, that wasn't the case. It wasn't because they were finishing the content. It was the first thing that they said. They said they didn't have enough resources to keep investing in the game. Servers. Why are they not able to invest in the servers? They're not making any money, but it's not because of New World Eternum. It's Throne in Liberty is losing a lot of players. Not right away, but it's losing a lot of players. Let's say if someone who is new to the game, because they already added new content, they are forced to get up to that content to grind resources, to farm resources in order to make that lucent, right? But what is lucent? Premium currency for everything. You have it for the battle pass. You have it for the auction house when you're selling gear to players. They're using Lucent. But what if the person ain't paying for the game? And that's probably the reason. Nobody is paying a lot of money for Throne and Liberty. Okay, maybe some stupid person might be paying for Throne and Liberty. And if they pay for it and New World the terms already shutting down, there's a high chance maybe sometime in summertime next year, Throne and Liberty will get an announcement. The developers will make an announcement to shut down Throne and Liberty. All Throne and Liberty. And let me just tell you right now, guys, Amazon Games ain't making any money off of Throne and Liberty. They are making more money off of New World Eternum than Throne and Liberty. Why? Because they own the development of New World Eternum. They bought out the IP, meaning they own the money that they make from New World Eternum. Throne and Liberty is just a game that they're publishing, not owning. Okay? Some people may be wondering, but if they're publishing the game, does that mean they own it already? No. The real developers are the ones in North Korea who owns. Let me check. If I remember correctly, it's NCSoft, right? What is the company that owns Throne and Liberty? NCSoft. Okay. Okay. Now, NCSoft owns Throne and Liberty. But here's the problem. They had owned a bunch of other titles on the mobile device platform. All of them come from Lineage 1, 2, and 3, and then one Lineage game that they freaking canceled. And let me just tell you right now, Lineage was doing way better than Throne and Liberty. And yes, Lineage was mostly somewhat pay to win. But in Lineage, you could get a lot of the things free to play friendly. I don't know why Throne and Liberty exists. I don't know why NCSoft made the freaking game Throne and Liberty. They are harming Amazon Games. And Amazon Games is harming themselves by continuing to agree to work on Throne and Liberty. See, as much as I would love to call their asses right now, I don't want to take the risk of getting banned from my Amazon account. Okay, and plus, if I did, I wouldn't really care to begin with. I would call them straight up. I want to call them, but as much as I want to call them, I'll just say fuck it, let it die. Let their business die. They'll have to focus back on Amazon as a shop, not as a gaming business anymore. This is gonna harm their business. And here's why. How do they make a lot of their money to put towards the other business? From us when we buy products through their market. Okay, why do other apps like Amazon similar exist on the phone just in case if one market goes down and Amazon, the boss of Amazon is stupid. He thinks, oh, let's open two more studios, one for videos and movies, one for games. The games I don't understand. If they don't have profession of games. And Throne and Liberty, to them they call it an action online game. Online action RPG. Seriously? That is considered an MMO, massive multiplayer, online. I believe at the last minute they called it a massive multiplayer online. But they didn't put it and say it MMO. Okay, they don't know how to run MMO service. That's the problem, number one. Number two is they don't know how to invest in titles. See, all of us anticipated, we were hoping Throne and Liberty would do good. See, I asked my dad to help me pay 100 and something dollars for the game. I got the game. I pre-ordered. I got the early access. I played the closed beta. And what did I play the closed beta? Why did I buy the early access for? For nothing. Because at the last minute it's doing poorly. because now they're making it where when certain people get to the new content, they're farming resources that is a lot more pricier. And like I said, there's about 20,000 players. But by now, I don't know. There could be 15,000 people playing in the servers. And that's on PC. Nobody's playing on consoles. If there's on consoles, there's probably going to be like maybe 10, 20 people. That's not enough. The more player base that drops in Throne and Liberty, the worse it is for Amazon Games a whole. Because let's say if only one person decides to come back into the game, but there's no way for that one person to farm dungeons, raids, and that game has a ton of raids, tons of seasonal events like Halloween, Christmas, all these different events for nothing. Invested for nothing if they're gonna kill off their best game. And why is their best game going down in ratings? Because right now, as of this year and last year, New World Eternum has dropped in reviews, in rating reviews. Like their rating is slowly dropping, it is slowly declining. And the reason why is people are not satisfied. They're playing it, they're just not happy. And a lot of people are trying to save the game. Guess what? It's too late. And they just announced, Amazon Games just announced they're officially shutting down January 31st, 2027. But the good news is there'll be plenty of other MMOs. But here's the problem. There'll never be an MMO like New World Eternum. I felt like New World Eternum was one of the greatest survival MMO type of twist that they have ever made. The problem is that I didn't like how much I asked Sony, I called Sony if, what if no other terminal is shutting down? Is there a way for me to get my money back? And they told me it depends on the owners of the title. So like I would have to wait until like there's an email, and then I would have to either call Amazon Games or Sony, whatever rolls my boat, to get a refund. See, as of now, there was no announcement, and there's still no announcement for any refunds. And there's high chances that they will not offer the refunds. Okay, guys. And so this comes to me explaining something serious. Uh, and this is something that worries me because let's say if my dad stops eating the right way, because as you can tell I've been paying a lot of attention to him, and that's why sometimes I feel more down and more down and more down. Um See, I don't go to the nursing home. I try to call my dad face cam. Me and my mom talk face cam. I can't look at her directly. Her whole body is a mess because of this stupid nursing home. It's so terrible. I mean, it's bad. My mom has Alzheimer's. Yes, of course. I've mentioned that a bunch of times. And because of that, and plus her legs are in pain, there's nothing me and my dad or Bay can do. My sisters, me, my dad, I can't really hardly do anything for her. The only thing I can do for her is be on the phone on FaceCam, on FaceTime. I mean, on whatever, Google Meet. That's the only thing I can do. But it sucks because this might be the last year. This might be the last year. We don't know. My mom could go down this year. She's eating, she gained 10 pounds. But from what? From starches and calories? That ain't enough, man. She need protein. She need vegetables. She need fish, calcium. She needs proteins and calciums and omega 3s, man. But she don't want to take those. And that's the problem with my mom. She don't like anything because at this point now she's like a child again. So if she's like a child again, she's gonna want sugary snacks. She's gonna want non-healthy foods like mashed potatoes, like what they gave her. No proteins. If she can't really chew anything, to be honest. She has dentures. My dad ended up getting her new dentures when she was still here, but her gums usually hurts. But that was because she used to kept her old dentures. Okay, guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I was streaming a few times when she had her old dentures, and you guys probably heard me complaining with her. I'm like, Mom, you gotta ask Dad for new dentures, and she was like, it costs a lot of money. I'm like, Mom, why you have a husband for him to support you? Why you have me to do the simplest task? I can't do the hardest task because of multiple disabilities. But I can do simple tasks. If she needs something healthy to eat, I can make something simple that's healthy to eat. There are some simple healthy dishes. Okay, see, if I wanted to, I can make the smallest things that are so healthy for myself. Why you think I'm still alive right now? My dad's busy with Mom. Sometimes they bring me food. A lot of the time, I make myself food, but I make a small balanced portion. Balanced portion. But when my dad or my sister brings me food, of course I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna accept it because they know what I like. They know I don't like fish. I'm not a fish person, but hell, don't get me wrong. Sushi, I know it's fish, but at least it don't taste fishy. And I know people are gonna laugh. Okay, I'm just doing that to make people laugh. But I do like sushi, I love sushi. I just don't like, just to cool down a little bit of the negatives. I just want to make it funny. I love sushi, but I don't love cooked fish. I'm like, what? And I don't like codfish either. If codfish in general, I would not eat. Um, I'm okay with salmon sushi, tuna sushi. I had tuna sushi before. I had even shrimp sushi. That that's those shits are the best. Okay, sushi. Um, but I haven't tried. I mean, I've tried. I've tried fried squid, which is calamari. I tried that. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not that fishy, but it is kind of fishy, but not that fishy. It don't really have any much of a taste. It just has a small fishy taste, just a tiny fishy taste. It's not bad. Other fishes, on the other hand, I would rather, like, depending on what kind of fish it is, I would rather have it as a sushi. I've had octopus sushi before. It's not that great, to be honest. It's like eating rubber. It's like eating rubber. When you chew what do you call it? For example, if you chew gum, it's like chewing rubber, right? And you pull it and then it go plop, and it goes straight into your mouth, somewhat. Um, but with real rubber, it's no good, man. And trust me, I've chewed rubber before. Have you ever chewed a balloon? What, like not like fully, like just like when you're trying to blow the balloon, you're biting it to hold the air in. It's like that. It's like you're chewing actual rubber. When you eat octopus sushi, it's like eating rubber. When you eat calamari, it's still when you're chewing it, it's like chewing rubber. But at least calamari ain't as bad as octopus, okay? It's not that bad because it has a little bit of a good taste. Not a bad taste. More of a good taste than a bad taste. And some people say, but don't you said you don't like fish? Yeah, I don't like certain fishes. Like if it's like a regular fried fish, not filleted fish, guys. I mean like regular whole fried fish with the eyeballs attached. I don't like that type of fish. I don't even like it seasoned. See, there were times I don't even like anchovies. Ugh, anchovies, man. I hate anchovies. I'm okay with sushi though. I'm okay with calamari, but it depends on what kind of sushi. Um, dang guys, if you want to hear something funny, because I already explained the problems with my mom and everything, that we know she might not make it this year or probably sometime later this year. Um, but I want to bring some jokes, okay? Have you ever put a whole little piece of wasabi in your mouth, guys? You're probably thinking, "No, man, that's stupid." Let me tell you a little something. I did it. You should have seen my reaction. I was like, I drank the hot tea that they used to have that was warm. It warmed up when I drank it, and I was like, I almost killed myself. I thought I was gonna die. You probably thinking, you stupid idiot, you moron, you ate a wasabi. Jesus Christ, you could have killed yourself. No, I mean seriously, that could have killed me. Uh, I was like, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. I was literally, I made a bad idea. I made bad decision. Um, but other than that, guys, uh, I'm gonna have to cancel a few days of streaming time. Um, I have a feeling that yeah, probably my dad's visiting my mom, so I'm gonna see if I could call my dad through face chat and say hi to my mom because you never know. I can't really visit her in person, man. I really can't. I can't. I can't look at her. It just makes me feel worse. But alright guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry if I have to delay the stream for like a few days. I may end up watching some romance and comedy anime in the meantime or something cool on anime wise, but or maybe kung fu wise. But in the meantime, I will be delaying streams after streams for a few days. Because of reality, not because of what's happening in the game wise, but it's because of what's happening in my life. and I'm pretty sure a lot of you already went through it if you're adults. If you're around 40 or 30 years old, I'm pretty sure a lot of 35 or 30 something year old people out there had the same problem already. And probably in their 40s, they had their issues of that. And yeah. Uh, all right, guys. See y'all in the next one. Hopefully soon enough. Hopefully those few days go by a little quick. I'll probably be playing Ark Knights and Field off stream. I wish I could stream it on whenever it came out, but it's not coming out until like 4 more days, and there's a high chance I won't be streaming in those 4 or maybe longer days. I'm taking it in pretty hard, and all right, guys. All right.